Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Listen, if you are a fan of gacha, what a time to be around. Listen, gacha is absolutely popping off. Honkai Star is dropping 3.0, Wuthering Waves dropping 2.0, and now Genshin dropping 5.3, and all of them are just dominating. We are getting like flooded with content, and it is just amazing. Competition is a beautiful thing. Now listen, Genshin completely blew me away with this 5.3 live stream, like completely. Like the amount of stuff we have to go over and talk about is I have 2 pages of notes, you know what I mean, to keep track of, and I'm probably still gonna miss a ton of stuff. There's still so much that we're gonna be getting. I mean, they spoiled us, they really did. We are feasting in 5.3. Let's get into the characters, right? The wishing, right? That's what we love. And we have so much to go over in that department and dealing with characters and stuff like that. First of all, phase 1 is going to be the Pyro Archon and Citlali. Yes, both the new characters are going to be on phase 1. Now, some people don't like that. I actually love it. I'm not gonna lie. But here's the thing. I love both characters. Both designs are great. They look so fun to play. They look very strong. They both are great, right? Genshin's very greedy. Okay, the way that they do banners, I mean, it's just obvious that I'm pretty sure the Pyro Archon's gonna get rerun multiple times, probably one more time before Natlan's over, beginning of Snezhnaya, stuff like that. I don't know when we're gonna see Citlali again. You know what I mean? They don't like Cryo. So the thing is that like also I have a lot of Pyro characters, you know what I mean? I don't need another one, and Citlali works beautifully with my Arlecchino. And I mean, I want my Arlecchino to be very strong, you know what I mean? So to me, it was a very easy decision to go for Citlali. But the problem is that if the Pyro Archon was phase 1 and she was phase 2, I would have to skip the Pyro Archon to go for her. Now, that's cool, but like now that they're both on the same phase, I'm able to go for Citlali, get lucky, and then hopefully try to get lucky with Pyro Archon and get the best of both worlds. Instead of, you know, guaranteed to not get one and then hope to get the other. I can hopefully get both. That's kind of like my logic or my positive spin on both of them being on phase 1. I can see why people are upset though, because you probably want both of them, but you probably want to prioritize the Pyro Archon. You're the opposite of me. So you're going to want to go for her, and then you're going to want the extra phase to save up and grind to try to get Citlali then. And now that they're both on the front, that's a little bit more difficult. But let's just hope we all get lucky. Alright, that's the important part. Hopefully we get lucky, we're able to win our 50-50s, get some early pulls, and get the characters we want. I can see how people won't like this, but I also can see how people would love this. And I actually kind of heard a rumor that they were going to be doing this, and along with that rumor, I heard that they're going to start extending the banners of new characters so it bleeds into phase 2. Now, we didn't hear anything about that in this live stream. That is because this is crazy. The banners this patch are absolutely insane. I can see why they didn't. It's not confirmed, so they might not do that, but that could be a really cool thing as well. That could be really nice moving forward if, you know, phase 1 has that new character and you aren't able to grind and get that character. You have a little bit of extra time, so hopefully they do come through with that. I did see people in the chat this morning too, in the live stream, saying the same thing, like, oh, what about the 40-day banner? You know, so hopefully that's going to end up being a thing. I feel like that would be a really interesting concept as well, because I mean, we're getting to the territory where we do need triple banners. I mean, we have so many characters, and they very clearly have favorites. They have absolute favorites and then characters that they do not care about at all. So I get this into phase 2. Phase 2 is going to be Arlecchino and then Cloran. An amazing banner. I mean, what a phase 1 and a phase 2. Again, if you get Citlali and you're like, how do I make an amazing team with her? Arlecchino is apparently a great partner with her. I cannot wait to build that team and try it out. I know Arlecchino can use some help, so I'm really excited about that, and that's a nice little pairing that you can kind of go for as well. Both of them kind of ran recently, so if you weren't able to get them, now's your time, and along with them is going to be the Chronicle banner. It is back. Now, this is where I'm a little upset with Hoyo, because I get it, it's a business, you gotta make money and go for it, you know, make your money, you're doing great, yeah, keep up. But, like, you're kind of screwing over your player base massively. They have great ideas with very poor execution. I say that about a lot of things that they do, and it's a constant, you know, thing with them. It's a trend. That they have a great idea, but it's just very poorly executed. So the problem with the Chronicle banner is that, first of all, they had one rule with it. One singular rule, that the characters on there had to have at least 3 reruns before they're able to go onto it, because it's pretty much the abyss. It's pretty much the junk drawer of characters, you know what I mean? It's kind of like they throw them on there when they really don't want to rerun them. So the fact that they're making themselves, you know, rerun them a couple times before that, you know, shows that character some love and kind of makes it easier or more opportunities in order to get the character. You know what I mean? It makes sense. But now they're like, yeah, nah, we're not going to do that. The one rule, we're throwing that out. We're going to put anybody we want on that banner. Now, here's why this is kind of scary and kind of annoying, because they don't rerun that banner ever. If they stay on trend the same pace that they've been doing, we're going to get the Chronicle banner once a region. That's not enough at all, especially because if I remember correctly, the pity does not carry over. So you have pity that doesn't carry over, so you have to get the character you want or you're not able to get them. And then it's once a region, so when are these characters going to be coming back? If you're going to be throwing characters like Child, Shenhe on that banner, is this going to be the last time we see those characters on banners? Like, that's a very real question, and that's a problem. Because those characters are sick characters, they're still pretty strong, they're still viable in a lot of teams, and a lot of people still like them. So the fact that they're kind of just like, hey, we're kind of just going to throw them on this banner, and this banner is never going to come around, is problematic. So I think Genshin, you got to fix the Chronicle banner. You got to have that pity carry over, so it's easier, and it's not as much as an all or nothing or a gamble, because when you have no pity carryover, it's a scam. So you got to make it so it's not a scam, and then make it more often. Literally, we're at the point where like you could put this on every phase 2, just for every single patch, and I think that would work well. Don't have it region themed. Just throw random characters on. That way, we're constantly getting characters rerun. People have constant opportunities to get them, and then what do you care? It's 3 banners, so that's gonna be nice profits regardless. You know what I mean? I think that is something that they really need to do and look into. It's important, and I feel like they've really dropped the ball and disappointed a lot, or let down a lot of their fan base with kind of how they're approaching this and how they're kind of treating characters like Shenhe, and now Risley hasn't been rerun in ages too. So you guys clearly got favorites. I get it. It makes you money, but like, come on, make it even. Do right by your fan base, please. With that being said, in Phase 2, not only do we have a sick lineup with Arlecchino and Clorand and the Chronicle banner, we also have a new 4-star. She actually looks really sick. I'm not gonna lie. Her playstyle looks fun. I might be building her. Maybe I'll go over C1 Arlecchino, but that's gonna be cool as well. On top of that, I know, guys, there's more. We have the double new banner for Phase 1 with the Pyro Archon and Tilali. Then we have an amazing Phase 2 with Chronicle banner, with new 4-star. We also have the Pyro Traveler. Yes, we are getting the Pyro Traveler in 5.3. That is going to be absolutely awesome. He looks, or she looks, sick. I cannot wait to try them out and finally be able to use them. It's crazy how we had to wait to 5.3, but honestly, I kind of like the suspense. I kind of like how they did that. It's cool and it's tied more into the story. It's nice. So, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, Pyro Traveler is going to be pretty sick and usable. That would be nice, because I have my Traveler leveled up, but I haven't been able to really use them. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Now you might be thinking, wow, we went over a lot with characters and wishing, and that's insane. No, there's still more. There's still more. I'm not even joking. There's still more. So they also gave us this little screenshot, and this is like the silhouettes of the characters that we still have to come out in Natlan. Now, as you can see, some of the silhouettes we recognize. A lot of them we don't. But one thing we do recognize as well is that it doesn't look like there's any Harbingers on there. So it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting any playable Harbingers for the rest of Natlan until Sensnaya. And on top of that, look at that middle character. Is that Skirk? Skirk is someone that is highly, 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 highly anticipated to become playable. We saw her in Fontaine once. She's Child's mentor, an absolute badass, so sick. But here's the crazy thing, which makes this like crazy, is that like everyone loves her, everyone wants her. We've all been sitting here thinking that she's gonna come into Sensnaya because she was presumed, or we just thought, she'd have a new element, because there's supposed to be more elements in this game. There is supposed to not just be Pyro Traveler, but also like Light Traveler. Like, that's apparently their natural, their true element is light. And there's apparently, I think, Abyssal and some other stuff that is like rumored. But we thought that she was going to be one of them. If she's coming in Natlan, that means she's not going to have a new element. That also means we're probably going to see her a lot in the sibling quest towards the end of Natlan, so that quest is probably going to be awesome. But if that's really her, which it looks a lot like her, the fans are going to go nuts. The players are going to go nuts. I am going to go nuts. I'm going to be saving immediately after this banner, this upcoming banner, to get her, because she looks sick. I really, really want her, and I cannot wait to see what element she's going to be, and hopefully that is her. So I think that this is actually really cool too, kind of giving us a sneak peek at the rest of the Natlan characters that are going to be coming out, but not fully giving us the characters that are coming out. The speculation is a lot of fun, let's be honest. It's cool to talk about it. So, after that absolute mountain load of just characters and wishing and what's to come in that department, I know there's still more. So, there's going to be the finale to the Archon quest. It looks phenomenal. It looks so sick. I cannot wait to play it. The last one kind of felt pretty slow, and it kind of, I guess, is going to be building up to the epic final finale. Like, it looks so good. I cannot wait to get into that. On top of that, we're going to be getting the Pyro Archon's character quest. And yes, you're going to be able to get materials to level her up to 60, which is going to be awesome. You'll be wondering, Silali's coming out in Phase 1 too. Are we not going to be able to get a quest to get her level up materials? And we actually are. We're going to be getting the Tribal quest, and with the completion of that quest, you will get Sitlali's level up materials, which is really nice. It makes it easier to then get these characters closer to 90. It's I think that was a great addition to the game. They really did do a great job with that, so the fact that we're going to be able to get both is going to be really, really nice. On top of all that, we are going to be getting a new world boss, naturally. So this looks really, really cool, and we are getting a new weekly boss. Now, the weekly boss is what I'm more excited about. It looks way cooler, and it looks insane. So this thing looks like a dragon at first, but I think it's more like a snake. It has two dual-wielding swords, which just looks so cool. It also looks so difficult to fight. It looks kind of like the Skara boss, where it's going to be kind of out of the arena, doing massive attacks and a lot of damage, and then it kind of comes back in, and that's when you're able to deal your damage. So doesn't look like it's going to be the most fun fight. It's going to be quite the brawl, but I'm excited for it. If I have to guess, I'm pretty sure Sitlali is still going to use Arlecchino's weekly boss, and then Pyro Archon will probably use the new weekly boss. If I have to guess, Genshin is pretty predictable. They do have a lot of patterns that they like to follow, so if they continue with that, that's probably what is going to end up happening. But new world boss and new weekly boss on top of everything. After all that, let's get into Lanternite. Yes, this patch is absolutely massive. Easily the greatest patch of this region. So first of all, of course, with Lanternite, we're going to be getting a ton of really fun events and mini games. It's going to be sick. We are going to be getting a story that we're going to be following. It seems like Hu Tao is going to be the center of that story, so of course, it is probably going to be an amazing story. Lanternite looks like it's going to be so sick. The visuals look amazing. A lot of the events, mini games, rewards, everything just looks spectacular. They always knock it out of the park when it comes to Lanternite. It is no joke. They take it very seriously, and they always deliver. The only thing they don't usually deliver on is kind of the rewards, but they seem like they stepped that up this year as well. It seems like we're going to be getting some nice rewards for Lanternite. On top of that, we're going to be getting our 4-star selector, which we typically do, but it's always nice trying to get them C6s on some of those nicer 4-stars, and maybe trying to get some 4-stars that we don't quite have yet. The new one will be on that 4-star selector, which is going to be really nice as well. With Lanternite brings the new Hu Tao skin, and it looks amazing. Skin, outfit, whatever you want to call it, it looks incredible. I love when they do stuff like this. The community always asks for it. It's something like kind of simple, but like it's a gotcha. You know what I mean? Like people want the new outfits. They want to kind of like either pay for it, gamble for it, kind of like give a new design to their characters. This is really nice for the loyal Hu Tao mains. You know what I mean? The people who have stuck with her since Leeway, since the beginning of their journey, and have just been having a ton of fun with her, and now they're able to bring new life into the character. You know what I mean? Have that new design, have that fresh look, and the outfit looks sick. So any Hu Tao mains, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it delivered. I hope it meets your standards. I think it looks sick. So if you plan on getting that, that is awesome. With that, we also have a Xiaoling new skin as well, and that we are going to be getting for free with Lanternite. So the Hu Tao one you do need to pay for. It is going to cost money, but the Xiaoling one is going to be free, and it also looks sick. So I have a Xiaoling that I use all the time. I'm definitely going to be using that on her. I think it looks cool. Now, outside Lanternite, we have our typical normal events, and the only one I really kind of want to talk about and kind of focus on is going to be the Abundance event. I like these events. I think that they are the greatest events in gacha games when you're able to get double of whatever it is, resin-based stuff. Genshin, in my opinion, never capitalizes on this enough, and I wish they would do it more, and it seems like they are in so much of a better way. So typically they'll have like the Overflow Mastery with like ley lines, talent books, weapon ascension stuff of that nature, right? Now, they typically only do one of those three, and it's like once a patch, one every other patch. I want them to do it more, and it seems like they are. It seems like this time they're kind of revamping it. So the first 3 times you go into the domain, you get double, right? That's normal, that's the same. But it seems like every day is going to be Sunday. Now, what I mean by that is that, like, Sitlali, for example, her talents are on Tuesday and Friday, right? Well, they're also on Sunday, because on Sunday, every talent domain is open. With this event, it seems like not only will the first 3 goes, you get double, but you're going to be able to do any of the talent ascension, any of the talent material domains. it's going to be like it's Sunday every day, where every day you can do the same talent. Same thing with the weapon ascension. So I think that this is a beautiful and incredible update and to this event. I think this is great. I think this is genius. It's awesome, and it seems like they're going to be doing both. So it's not like we're just going to get either weapon ascension or talent. We're going to be getting both of them. So we have a lot of new characters we're going to be getting, because I mean, 2 new amazing 5-stars, some great reruns, Chronicle, free 4-stars. I mean, we're going to be doing a lot of leveling up. I feel like all of us are coming up. So having double talent and weapon ascension domains and events is going to be amazing. It's going to be such a necessity, and I cannot wait. Now, I'm not going to lie, this last one kind of hits home. When I first went live on Twitch, twitch.tv /the casual weeb _, it's in the description below, I did the Edo event, and in the Edo event we had the rhythm game. Now, I've been saying this for a long time for Genshin and other gacha games. Having mini games in the game is huge. It's so important, right? Like, you keep having these really cool mini games in the game for events, but it's always limited time, and then you take them away, and people love them. We have so much fun playing them, especially against other people and having some like PvP type stuff and like working in teams. It's always a blast, but then you always get rid of them. Like, you gotta keep them, because, you know, sometimes people just want to binge the game. And I get it, with gacha games, it's like very busy and then it's super slow. Having mini games in there kind of gives you stuff to do when times are slow, and it kind of creates some like awesome like moments and memories. When I first went live and I was doing the rhythm game, it was a ton of fun. I had my first ever viewer, Muffins, pop in. We played the rhythm game, hung out, talked about music, talked about a whole bunch of stuff. It was such a great time, and in fact, you know, since then, the channel's grew a bunch. Chat's grown, the community's grown. It's been so awesome to see. And Muffins has been there since day one. So this morning when I went live to react to this live stream, and Muffins was there, you know, Muffins watches leaks, but like he didn't see this one coming. When that popped up and it's like, hey, it's back, but not only is it back, it's permanent. It kind of hit us in the feels, you know what I mean? It kind of brought back some great memories, and it was really nice to kind of see. And I think a lot of like, I don't know, like adults, I don't know if it's like a different generation or what, but like doing like, but like just hanging out and having the opportunity just to do something kind of like just chill and just hang out and talk is like the best kind of hangouts. Like when you go out with your friends, you just go driving around and, you know, you're listening to music and people are like you didn't do anything. It's like yeah, like that kind of stuff's fun. Like doing little mini games, just hanging out with your friends and just kind of talking, joking around. Like those are the best times. You know what I mean? So the fact that Genshin's putting that in and keeping it permanent, giving you something to stay busy with, to something you can do at any time, something you can just kind of sit back, you know, just talk to chat, talk to friends, talk to whoever, and just enjoy, I think is going to be a massive benefit to the game. I think it's something where Genshin kind of went in there and put this and like, oh, how's this going to do? It's gonna kill. You guys did a great job. I think people are really going to like that, and I think you're going to see a lot of really positive feedback from that. I think gacha games really need to continue to do stuff like that. Just add in little mini games, give us stuff to kind of do, to keep busy, and just kind of chill with. You know, that's like the best stuff. But anyways, I think 5.3 just was incredible. Genshin did an amazing job. I mean, everything we have with all of the characters and banners and wishing is so beyond insane. Like, just so much. But then on top of that, all the quests, new bosses, Lantern Rite, new skins, events, mini games. It's just like, we get it. We get it. I'm gonna be very, very, very busy for the next couple of months. We all are. We're going to be enjoying this game. I think Genshin absolutely did a great job. They deserve a lot of love for this, but also Genshin, fix the Chronicle banner, please. That's it. Other than that, they did an amazing job. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are excited, and that is it. Later, guys. Peace.